Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
To Mike, 58 to Mike.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the screen. Here we go, 40 seconds. Check 13. Check 13. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Austin's got it left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it. The
kick by Maher is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Eagles.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Wentz. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Let's go. Great. Hey, orbit. Watch the run. Kill.
On 1st down, Wentz. Buying time, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Here we go.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Hey, Charlie.
Wentz now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Lefty. Great 15. Hey, let go.
Play action to Sproles. Wins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Austin. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
That's what I do. Slam, slam, slam. Check, check, check.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
On third down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
You got it. You got it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the...
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right. right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain, 64 yards. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. That one complete. Elliott. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And some room to work. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. 74 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost it.
Bad enough to throw.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Wentz. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Randy Gregory able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sean Lee, in boy possession here, turns over with a football already being in the red zone. On first down, Elliott. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go to Elliott again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. No, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bed. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the sign of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Marr now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
What? 380!
Marcus, defense, Marcus.
Two-way flip.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. There's Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
Touch. Green 80. Check. 48. Hey, 0.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
At their own 15-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll run with Elliott. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On third down, Elliott. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running with Elliott. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. On first down, Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Wilson to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Sean Lee picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And Myers able to knock it through. And the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on third.
First down, Seahawks.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. 23 yards the pickup there. First down, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. That's good for 28 yards. Draw play, Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On second down, Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On third down, it's Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Marr able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On third down, it's Elliott, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
That's where you belong.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Austin's got it left side. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not new.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And avoids the contact by sliding. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now it's Wilson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. About 7 set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. Intended that time for Cooper. After the interception, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Here we go. 12.
To throw again. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Green 80. Check 48's the mark. Stay with your man.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
To throw once more on second and 10. Wilson over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now it's Wilson stepping up. He's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Wilson's pass complete to Van Ness, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 27, Prescott. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Here's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation you got. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Tyrone Crawford picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Wilson to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That is...
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Mike 54. Window 46. You can't block me. You can't block me. 26.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Elliott running right. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Prescott to throw it. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Prescott now. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cassius Marsh, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw left side, complete. That's Austin. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule by down in distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. On first down, Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
55, my guy, 55.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. To try again after the sack. Wilson, he's got the tight end, Vanette. And down he'll go at the 25.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. This is fielded at the 27. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Going up top. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. The pass there over the middle to start things out. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play action. Now Wilson. Underneath pass here to Van Ness. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Randy Gregory able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tyrone Crawford in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott, he's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they will finally get him as he's 40-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Austin's got it left side. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Prescott now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ziggy Ansah picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of...
Tyler Lockett, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. On 3rd down, Elliott. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Prescott's pass caught by Austin. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott taking it in. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on first down. Obviously they're not. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's...
And the pressure gets to him again. Tyrone Crawford picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys.
To make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Throw up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to here with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed. Ain't nobody.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Right there.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right. Showing up.
On first down, it's Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, 36 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tempo. Wide. Get wide. Check.
48.
Alert.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Shift. Alert.
Here's Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
And the Seahawks first down.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Cowboys take over
Let's go.
first
Do
and
it.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablets.
He's got him in, complete. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. First pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. That is caught at the 7. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Robert Quinn able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if he's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 14 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a 1st down and run out this first half.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
48 to Mike. Go, go, go.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 82 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On first down, Elliott a first down and more. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. DeMarcus Lawrence, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. They go play action with Wilson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Markevious Mingo picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line.
SOS.
26.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
50.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Play action. Now Wilson. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Robert Quinn in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Now Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A carry now for McKissick. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise,
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this 4th.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they... So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. 12 yards there and a first down. On first down, Wilson steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
We got chips over here. Chips over here. There's
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Now it's Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, what was the term that you just used a minute ago?
Well, especially in overtime, mistakes get magnified, so it's time for us to get our microscopes out, right? I mean, take a look at what's going on out there. That was very close to being a crucial play.
Yeah, got to look that ball in, didn't, and it hit the ground. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away.